Hello, it's Jang here with a look at the new LEGO Technic Getaway Racer. This is a pullback motor powered little car, a little hot rod, kind of a modern retro combination thing. Probably has a modern chassis underneath of it or something like that, or at least modern suspension. You know, more recent style of hot rod. Looks pretty nice, very chopped, very low to the ground. The build of this is actually super simple, super straightforward. There's nothing tricky about how this is put together. You can start to see that pretty easily just from looking at it underneath. It's just the most basic standard styles of Technic connections that are used, and it's all to good effect. It works out well. I think that the final product looks worthy. It does use some fairly large stickers, but I think that they look good personally, and they don't do anything to really add much to the shape of the thing. I think there's a little bit right here with the gray against the black that kind of forms a little bit of a visual shaping there that continues on to the roof line. We've got the gray going down the center, but it's not too extreme. If you leave that off, you just let it be all black, it still looks pretty good. These wheel discs, I think, are actually pretty cool, and they look good when they spin with the little bit of angle that they put on there. See, it really looks like it's almost like a fire is almost sparking out of it. It's got a little bit of spiral to it, so that's pretty cool. Although most of the time, if you actually pull this thing back, wind up that motor, and then let it go, you're not going to be able to see that spinning so slowly, because this thing spins up pretty quickly. But it does use the low profile tires here, which are not going to give you the maximum speed, so this thing might have a little bit better acceleration than the others that have the slightly thicker tires, but it's not going to be as fast on the top end if you're looking at racing. There's nothing that you can do with this as far as transforming the different parts of it. You're not going to be able to open up the hood. This is just a little bit loose, but you can't open this up here. You can't open up the cockpit area. It does have a little yoke style steering wheel in there. There might be some folks might be able to figure out a way to get an old Technic figure in there, although it would be a really tight fit. I feel like there might be something, or maybe one of the old Jack Stone figures or something might be able to fit in there. But yeah, like I say, it's pretty straightforward. What I actually appreciate the most about this is the inclusion of this pair of Technic panels on the bottom. You don't really see them much from the top, but they just add a little bit of that kind of running board kind of look, just a little bit, but it makes it feel a lot more complete when you grab it and when you see it from a lower angle, rather than just leaving that open or filling that in with a straight Technic lift arm, just a straightforward beam. So I think that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, like I say, it's really simple, but I think it's well done. On the back of the box, they show you an official combination model between this and the also new Police Interceptor set. A little bit of a jumbled mix of color there, the color scheme, but it's not too bad. But you can see that this is completely different. The combination model is a completely different type of thing than either of the original models. So if you get both of them, you get tired of either of them, it's nice to be able to combine these together and just follow instructions. Post up a comment with your thoughts, what you think about this Getaway Racer, and I'll be talking to you again soon in the next video.